Hey YouTube, it's AnonDude2 here, your favorite apostate, once again ready to expose Watchtower inconsistencies and free you from the prison of your own mind. Now, as always, I would like for you to take out your Watchtower libraries, since you're on the computer, it's much easier that way, and read the daily text for today, Tuesday, June 28th, 2011. It starts out this way. We have gifts differing according to the undeserved kindness given to us. Some of the gifts Paul mentions, exhorting, presiding, especially concern Christian elders, who are admonished to preside in real earnest. That same earnestness should be evident in the way overseers serve as teachers and carry out a ministry. The context seems to indicate that Paul here refers to a ministry carried out within the congregation, or the one body. Christian elders use their gifts to build up the members of the congregation. They show themselves to be at this ministry when earnestly providing guidance and instruction to the congregation from God's Word by their prayerful study, research, training, and shepherding. So right now we're getting propaganda here to a mind control technique to get you to trust in everything that the elders say. Nowhere in this brief little paragraph does it mention the possibility that the elders could be wrong. But what really is of interest is the context that surrounds the daily text. As you know, each daily text is taken from a previous Watchtower article. And in this instance, the Watchtower is of 10/15/2009. And I'll just go ahead and read excerpts from that as well. In paragraph 3, Paul also, of the Watchtower article, in paragraph 3, Paul also invites us to use our power of reason to prove to ourselves what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Why do we read the Bible daily? Meditate on what we read, pray, attend Christian meetings, and share in preaching the good news of the kingdom. Is it because the congregation elders exhort us to? True, we are thankful for the helpful reminders of the elders. See, they couldn't get you not to rely on the elders. If they did, they would be telling you to do what Paul admonishes us, which is think independently of what the elders are telling you. Now, as a Christian, you undoubtedly already, as a Jehovah's Witness, you already undoubtedly know that questioning the doctrine will lead you to expulsion. Apostasy cannot be tolerated in the Watchtower mind because this is independent thinking. Proof of this can actually be found in the July 15th, 1983 Watchtower article entitled Fight Against Wicked Spirits. And one of the subheadings is Fight Against Independent Thinking. It tells you in that subheading that independent thinking can lead to apostasy. Strange. So here we have the Bible. Through Paul, he tells us, use our power of reason to prove to ourselves what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of God. And then on the other hand, we have the governing body, the Watchtower Battle and Craft Society, telling you that independent thinking is bad. Think on that for a moment. Now we return to, we go to the 5/1/2000 article entitled Firmly Uphold Godly Teaching. And this is telling you not to be watching my video if you're a Jehovah's Witness. So if you are, then you're already going against what the Watchtower Battle and Craft Society is telling you. That's why I do have hope that hopefully you will begin using your mind to see the logical fallacies that are contained within. But 5/1/2000, paragraph 2 states, some individuals have become information addicts, always feeding an insatiable desire to be up to date while neglecting more important things. Now, this is an attempt to denigrate you for doing your due diligence to find what the truth really is. They just want you to pay attention to the more important things, which is their literature and their meetings. Others acquire partial information about complex fields of knowledge and then view themselves as experts. And always present is the danger of exposure to false or inaccurate information. There is often no reliable way to verify that the flood of information is accurate and balanced. Now, what about the Watchtower articles? Do not the Watchtower and Awake articles oftentimes go into complex fields of understanding such as biology, science, or the mechanics of our universe. I don't know how many biologists are on the writing committee, but I would say that there are very few. Curious, then, that the Watchtower decides to say that whatever you might find has the danger of being inaccurate. True, it does, but that's why you use this. You can discern what is true and what is false. I'll close out with returning to the article found from the daily text, and here's a non-sequitur, which means an illogical progression of an argument, right? You say one thing, and then out comes another. It doesn't make any sense. Paragraph 8. Rather than feeling superior, we should recognize what others are accomplishing according to the measure of faith that they have. Paul further says, be minded the same way towards others as to yourselves. Okay, so right there, Paul is telling us we're all equal. None of us is superior to the other. We have a Christian brotherhood here. Right? Right. But the Watchtower doesn't really believe that. In the same paragraph, it later goes on to say, it takes true humility and conscious effort to recognize that each of our brothers and sisters is superior to us in one way or another. Humility will prevent us from being discreet in our own eyes. While privileges of special service may bring some into the limelight, all will find deep joy in accomplishing lowly things. So, special service will bring some into the limelight, not all, but then all will find joy in accomplishing lowly things. Now, I, for one, have never seen an elder vacuum the Kingdom Hall. I, for one, have never seen an elder clean the windows, sweep the porch. I've never even seen an elder working on the yearly cleanup for the memorial. They direct it. They stand off to the side. They use their limelight and their power to shirk off responsibility. But when it comes to correct your thinking, they lord it over you. So I would encourage each of you to think about this. Think about the propaganda that is fed to you in the daily text. And remember, why is it that the Watchtower encourages you to read the text daily? There are two things that they want you to be doing daily. They want you to read the Bible, but they want you to read it through the eyes of the daily text. Remember, life is a state of mind.